We're here celebrating Harry Potter, and it's great to be back in Hogwarts.
It's the release of the Blu-ray and DVD for Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2.
It's great to be back at Hogwarts, it's great to be home.
10 years ago I never would have, if you told me that we'd be talking about the 8th film in the Harry Potter theme park, it blows my mind.
Yeah! Harry Potter, yeah!
You and whose army?
It was just such an exciting time of my life.
God, set the bloody place on fire!
We're celebrating everything Harry Potter.
But Harry Potter premieres, they're like nothing else. And look at this event. You know, we're talking about a DVD here. The amount of interest from media and from fans.
It's wonderful, and it just shows how enduring it's probably going to be.
Please enjoy this next song, the Quidditch World Cup. And let's end this evening with a real bang!
It's not the end of the series of films, really. It's the beginning of something else. It just morphs into another form and continues, and that's the extraordinary thing.
Do you ever get
DVD event, it's very rare that you have this number of people and this enthusiasm. It's fantastic.
It was so much fun. I mean, it's never really been something I've really felt like comfortable with, like kind of these kind of things where you've got all the attention on you and all the screaming and stuff. It's quite overwhelming. But yeah, it's so much fun just to see kind of everyone just so excited and stuff. So it's great.
Been catching up with a lot of the guys from the crew and the cast here today, which has been absolutely fantastic. So it's to do it the other side of the world from where we filmed the films is absolutely awesome.
You know that feeling when you come home of being safe and loved and you don't ever have to prove yourself, you don't feel like you have to impress people, it's just, being with people you're comfortable around.
The DVD's coming out. It's a lovely thing for all of us to give those kind of extra gifts to the fans, as it were. You know, the documentaries and the making ofs and all the various different things on it. And it's lovely to come here and see. I don't know why I assumed all these people were from Florida. Of course not. They've flown from all over the world, like they always do. People from Brazil and Australia and everywhere. So it's for us. It's personally, it's very selfishly enjoyable to meet all the fans all the time.
I mean, I remember when I first read this small, unpublished manuscript in 1997, I thought I loved it, but I thought maybe it would be a small British film. Had no idea that 14 years on would be celebrating the 10th anniversary of Philosopher's Stone's release and the release of the DVD of the final film.
Well, there's 4 hours of additional bonus material. 4 hours, can you believe? And it includes an incredible conversation between Joe Rowling and Daniel Radcliffe, which is a must.
Yeah, I think the Daniel Radcliffe and when he interviews J.K. Rowling is really interesting. Because you had to find out kind of so much really stuff I didn't really know, like especially throughout the kind of casting process, and it really goes into detail about that, and it's quite fascinating actually. The big battle scenes were amazing, and especially there was a scene where me, Dan, and Emma are running through the courtyard, and there's just giants everywhere and these massive spiders.
I called up my mum and I was like, Mum, it's ending, the best experience of my life is over, and it's very emotional.
The magic will never be over. You know, I have 2 little girls, and we have a shelf at home with our favourite DVDs on, and other things come and go, but the classics stay. There's an insatiable desire from the people who love these films for more material, to find out what went on, to learn about the characters, and I think we've all done our very best to fill that, to fill that well, if it's possible. So there's a documentary on the Potter women, for instance, which is brilliant. You learn a lot about what Jo thinks about Hermione and the other women in it. There's a great conversation between Dan Radcliffe and Jo Rowling, where it's the first time they sit down and they talk through the entire experience, and it's very revealing, I think. There's that maximum movie mode, which it doesn't exist, I've ever seen in any other DVD, which is where instead of just having an audio commentary, the movie stops and we go into great detail and you find out things you would never otherwise know. And there's the making of goblins, so these extraordinary and rather horrendous creatures, you find out how that comes to be and go behind the scenes in Gringotts. So there's a whole ton of stuff. I hope that's enough. It almost never is enough.
The ultraviolet digital copy is a really interesting new feature on the Harry Potter DVD, because you can have a code and you can sign up and you put that code in, and it allows you to have a digital copy of the film stored up in a cloud, and any of your devices that can play media can then stream the film, or you can download it to those devices wherever you are, wherever you have access to the internet. So, if you're sitting in an airport bored and you think, oh, I'd love to watch a movie right now, I wish I had one with me, you always have, because it's up there in the cloud for you to access with ultraviolet. So, yeah, I think it's exciting.
The legacy is extraordinary, because originally, these books were read from parent to child. And as those children grow up, they'll read it to their children. And now DVDs and the extended editions that are coming out means that people will be able to relive the journeys again and again and again. It's very strange, actually, and very surreal, because when you finish the movie, you kind of figure that it's over. But then as you leave the film set and you leave the studio and you go out into the world, you're so aware that Potter is always present.
Hello, my name's Matthew Lewis, and I play Neville Longbottom in the Harry Potter film series. What you're watching is an extraordinary way to view Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. We call it maximum movie mode. During the film, myself and other members of the cast and creative team will take you beyond, behind, and inside the movie.
The kind of teasing that Ron gives Hermione for being clever and always being in the library, and I've had that my whole life. Guys giving me a hard time for doing well and being smart, and so I can totally relate.
You're saying it wrong. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
You do it then if you're so clever.
Go on, go on.
It was brilliant because we put the glasses on and eventually we realised that I was allergic to them. I was actually allergic to the Harry Potter glasses because I had these 2 rings of whiteheads and spots had come up around my eyes. And it took us about a week to realise that it was actually the glasses, but it didn't.
Well, it's lucky neither of us believe in signs, isn't it?
Exactly, it really is lucky we don't believe in omens. But I also like that you sort of people selectively believe in omens, so that we probably just disregard that one anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be coincidence.
You were meant to be.
Hello. Ready for the office. I'm just so thrilled that I am playing him, because any actor will tell you that. I can't try to be evil.
With Griphook, we looked at what we did on the first picture.
Lamp, please.
Where it was really a sort of walk-on part that Vern Troyer did. So we took that look and we transposed that look onto Warwick. Then we just started mutating. First one we did, everyone loved, and then David Heyman at first sort of went, do you know, I just feel it's a little heavy, can we take it down a little? So it's one of those moments where you go, of course, and you walk out of the room and just go, oh my God. But he was dead right.
Pier Totem Locomotor. Hogwarts is threatened. Man the boundaries, protect us, do your duty to our school. I've always wanted to use that spell.
Harry, wait! I need to talk to you.
I'm a bit preoccupied at the moment.
You won't find anything where you're going. You're wasting your time.
Look, we'll talk later, okay, Luna?
Harry!
Later.
Harry Potter! You listen to me right now! Don't you remember what Cho said about Rowena Ravenclaw's diadem? There's not a person alive who's seen it. It's obvious, isn't it? We have to talk to someone who's dead. It's very impressive, isn't it?
I'll set the bloody place on fire!
Harry? No! What are you doing here? Harry Potter. The boy who lived. Come to